Alright, I keep seeing these how to get a Sung Jinwoo physique videos, and while I respect the grind, they're all missing the bigger picture. Look, getting stronger is great. Training hard, even better. But if you think Jinwoo's transformation was just about muscle mass, then you've completely misunderstood what made him special. The system didn't choose him because he was jacked. It chose him because of his character. This moment right here, this is why he was chosen. Not his physique, not his strength, not his skill, but his virtue, his willingness to sacrifice himself for his team, his refusal to abandon others, even at the cost of his own life. This is the kind of person that myths are written about, and that's what we are talking about today. If you really want to understand why Jinwoo became the player, you have to go back not just to the start of solo leveling, but to the start of human storytelling. Because this moment right here, this is the act of a mythic hero. In ancient myths, the hero is defined by sacrifice. Hercules doesn't become a demigod just because he's strong. He earns it through his labors. Gilgamesh doesn't just fight monsters. He learns about mortality, loss, and the weight of power. Orpheus descends into the underworld, not for glory, but for love. Jinwoo's death in the double dungeon follows the exact same pattern. He chooses to sacrifice himself for his team, fully expecting to die. The act of selflessness is what earns him the chance to be reborn as the player. His old self dies in the dungeon. His new self is resurrected by the system. And that right there, that's what is the core of every great transformation myth. He doesn't just awaken just because he's lucky. He awakens because he's worthy. And that's something no Sung Jinwoo workout guide or video can ever teach you. But here's where it gets even deeper. Because getting power isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning. And this is where a lot of people completely miss the point. It seems to be a lot of people completely misunderstand what is even going on in solo leveling. Power itself isn't what makes Jinwoo great, it's what he does with it. Just like the hero myths, he doesn't just wake up strong and righteous. He is tested again and again to see if he truly is worthy of his strength. His trials force him to create his own moral code. He doesn't just accept the world's rules, he challenges them. He isn't blindly righteous. He understands that power is responsibility. He doesn't let his emotions dictate his actions. He builds a principle-based way of living. And this is what separates gods from men in mythology. Heroes don't just get power, they get tested. And through those tests, they ascend, not just physically, but spiritually. And this is where we get to the real truth of solo leveling. Because if you follow Jinwoo's journey all the way through, you realize he doesn't just become stronger. He becomes something beyond human. In esoteric traditions, the highest level of power isn't physical, it's the power to shape reality. In Gnostic thought, the demiurge is a being that shapes worlds. In theurgy, the initiate's ultimate goal is to become divine through wisdom and willpower. In mythology, heroes like Theseus and Perseus don't just gain strength, they gain the favor of the gods, reaching a level where they exist beyond mere mortals. Jinwoo's final form is a reflection of his journey. His trials have made him godlike. His decisions define reality. His power is no longer about himself. It's about the world itself. He is no longer just playing the game. He transcends it. This is the real transformation of solo leveling. Not six-pack abs, not bicep curls, but the transformation of a man into something greater. Something that, in another time, in another world, another mythology, would have been called a god. So yeah, train if you want, get stronger, lift heavy, but if all you got from solo leveling is, I should hit the gym more, you are missing the real lesson. Power without wisdom is nothing. The ancient philosophers, Plato, the Stoics, even the warrior traditions of the East, all understood that true strength isn't about dominance. It's about discipline, virtue, and understanding. Sung Jinwoo doesn't just become stronger. He chooses what to do with that strength. He builds himself according to principles like the Stoics' idea of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and discipline. He embodies the Platonic ideal of the philosopher king, someone who doesn't just seek power, but wields it responsibly. And that's the real transformation. Not just from weak to strong, but from uncertain to wise, from reactive to disciplined, from a struggling hunter to a ruler of his own destiny. That's the difference between a brute and a true leader. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all you need is the right weight training, ab workout, protein, and calorie intake to become the next Shadow Monarch. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you again next time.